All right, everybody, this is going to be the last one on this quick little series of how to grind a hollow handle survival knife. This is a Kephart style blade. Let's get this guy out of the way. This is a scribe. This is what happens when you have too many tools in the shop and you should be doing things that make money. You wind up making tools that you need instead and making them probably too nice. But that's okay. I've had this one for probably going on a decade now and it's still kicking, so it was worth it. Now, as you can see, this is just a medium grit belt. We're extremely close to those scribed lines that we want to grind up to let us know when to stop grinding. Got a nice clean grind on there, a little bit of faceting left, but we're going to clean that up in the next pass before we go to a finer grit. I always leave a little bit of thickness, a little bit of meat, because when you feather these plunges back or fade them back to about right there, which is what I'm going to do next, you got to have enough meat to kind of swoop it all in and do a couple of cleanup passes. So that is what's next, but we're within millimeters or less of hitting those lines. Same thing on the other side, we are extremely close. And you may notice that right here, we kind of go straight out instead of swoop back up. That is by design. I could take this over the grinder right now, and I'm not trying to brag, I'm just telling you, I could easily push that up and hit that grind line dead nuts, no problem. But I prefer the look like this. It looks a little bit more consistent, it goes straight out, and it gives you a little bit more aggressive snout, or tip, the nose here, and this a little bit meatier because a little bit of more metal has been left behind, and I just like the way it looks, so that's how I do mine. Like I said, next step will be feathering out the plunges on both sides, bringing them back about an eighth, probably 3/16 of an inch, and they'll have a nice like arc that goes up like that, and then we'll cut in a sharpening notch so that our client here has no problem keeping his knife sharp without getting a big divot right there in front of the edge or the plunge line. And just in case you're curious, we have that is our goal line to grind to and meet right there, and this is the go, no go, do not pass, go on this one, as far as grinding. And as you can see, we have hit that dead on. We slowly, if it'll focus again, there we go, slowly, boom, we are dead on. Next thing we'll do is when we go to a finer grit, we'll dial that in just a little bit more, and it'll be so close, and once it gets gun coated anyway, you won't be able to tell the difference, but just so you know, it's done right before the gun coat is added. And our plunges match and everything else, but we'll dial that in even further anyway. They're not going to be in the same spot this time tomorrow. So there you go. That is how we do a Kephart style hollow handle survival knife here at Wilson Custom Knives, and hopefully you enjoyed and or maybe even learned something. Stay safe out there, folks.